Good, good evening. Welcome to the special call meeting of East Point City Council on August 14, 2025. Madam City Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilmember Shropshire. Councilmember Freedley. Councilmember Atkins.
Present.
Councilmember Ziegler. Councilmember Cummings. Councilmember Mitchell will not be in attendance. Councilmember Butler.
Here.
Councilmember Martin Rogers. Mayor Holiday Ingram, we have a quorum.
Thank you so much. Can we get a motion to open the floor for discussion of possible action on a resolution authorizing the most referendum?
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Jones, in legal, I turn this over to you. I also see our Water Resources Director. And I think as it relates to the resolution, if we could just read it into the record, and then we could also give the authority to make any necessary changes as it relates to getting the numbers finalized. I think we have to get it in by tomorrow. So, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, I'll yield to the city attorney, but we will work on finalizing those numbers for tomorrow.
The resolution simply states that this is a resolution of the City of East Point, Georgia, authorizing a referendum on the extension of the imposition of a 1% water and sewer projects and cost tax, MOST, directing the election superintendent to issue the call for such referendum and for other purposes. Whereas the duly elected governing authority of the City of East Point, Georgia is the mayor and council thereof, and whereas the City of East Point provides water and sewer services to its residents, businesses, and contracted entities, and whereas East Point Charter Section 1-103, subsection 25, authorizes the city to, among other things, operate, maintain, and regulate a system of waterworks, sewers, and drains, and sewage disposal, which the city does in fact operate as its water and sewer system. Whereas the Georgia General Assembly approved House Bill 160 on April 1st, 2021, and whereas Governor Brian Kemp signed House Bill 160 into law on May 10th, 2021, and whereas pursuant to the provisions of House Bill 160, the City of East Point qualifies as a municipality for purposes of water and sewer projects and cost tax. Most is in parentheticals under Georgia law. Whereas the mayor and council have determined it is in the best interest of the city to call for a referendum to extend the imposition of a 1% water and sewer projects and cost tax pursuant to OCGA section 48-8 200 and sequence. Now therefore be it resolved by the City of East Point as follows. Section 1, that the city clerk as election superintendent shall issue the call for a referendum on the question of imposing a 1% tax pursuant to and in the form required by OCGA 48-8-200 and sequence. The referendum shall take place on November 4th, 2025. The maximum time period for the proposed tax shall be 4 years. The aggregate maximum cost of the project or projects and maintenance and operation costs, which will be funded from the proceeds of the tax, which aggregate maximum cost shall be the maximum amount of net proceeds to be raised by the tax, shall be, currently that's where the issue is, so I'll get back to that. Currently, it says $43,308,183, and general obligation debt shall not be issued with the imposition of the proposed tax. Section 2 is just the ballot question. The ballot shall have written or printed thereon, yes, a check mark for yes, shall a 1% sales and use tax be imposed in the City of East Point for a period of time not to exceed 4 years and for raising of not more than blank, that's the amount, for the purpose of funding water and sewer projects and costs. You can check yes or no. That's how the ballot question will read. Section 3, should any provision of this resolution be rendered invalid by any court of law, the remaining provisions shall continue in force and effect until amended or repealed by action of the governing authority. Section 4, the city clerk, with the concurrence of the city attorney, is authorized to correct any scrivener's errors, including technicalities of the ballot language found in this resolution as enacted. Section 5, this resolution shall become effective upon passage. Be it so resolved, this blank day of August 2025, to be signed by the mayor, the city attorney, and city clerk. I will turn it over to a water and sewer expert, Ms. Melissa, to talk to us about the numbers that we would need to change.
Good evening, Madam Mayor and council members.
Good evening.
Okay, so on the resolution, we placed $43 million. Currently, we are getting $544,000 per month on average. If we under forecast the most, it's 4 years and/or meeting that target. And we would have to do a revision, which that's something we don't want to do. But I also don't want to over forecast, so when residents vote, they believe that we're receiving that amount of money. So right now, with the current trends, we're on target to meet in that $27 million bracket now at the current projections. So I think it would be good if a healthy number would be $33 to $35 million, because you know this is based off of sales and goods, so there's no way for me to know that. The economy, what people purchase and buy, plays a big role, and I think our projections are good, because originally we thought we were going to get 30 million, and if we're at that 27 million mark, what we need to do is try to forecast a healthy number for the next 4 years.
Thank you. Councilmember Atkins.
I'm sorry. And you think that's around 27 million, right? Based on the 544?
In this resolution, I would like us to put 33 to be a healthy number, because I'm thinking things are going to be more expensive and the cost to factor that in.
Gotcha.
But also don't want to put that out with residents voting, thinking that that's what we received, but also under forecasting. The most is either 4 years or that set number.
Right.
So we don't want to under forecast, because then we would have to come back to you again
Right.
for changes that's going to impact mayor, council, and the city attorney as well. So I think between 33 and 35 is a healthy number
Okay,
for the municipal option sales tax resolution.
thank you.
Councilmember Vogt.
Yes, according to the reading of the resolution, we originally had it at $47 million?
43.
$43 million. So you would like to reduce that by 10?
Yes, because we're not going to hit that. Even at the projections we're at now, we're not going to hit 43 million. So I don't, but if you under project, we have to come back. I think the issue is how residents interpret this. I don't want them to see that and think that that's what we're getting. It's just a projection. And what we used were other municipalities' municipal option sales tax, the city size, to come up with an estimated amount in the original most. But now, since we know that we're averaging $544,000 a month, you multiply that times 12, 48 months, that gets us between 27 and I think, like I said, between 33 million is what I'm comfortable. Because if we hit the 27 million, we have to come back. It's either 4 years or that dollar amount cap.
Why not? But are you comfortable with $33 million? It's only
Between 33 million and 35, I am comfortable with.
so why would we not just say 35?
Okay.
Thank you.
Councilmember.
So on that same line of questioning, is there a disadvantage to just using the number of years?
No, the way it's written, it's either the number of years or the dollar amount you anticipated.
Oh, so it has to
Correct.
include both?
Yep,
Got
yep.
it.
So if, let's say I say right now 27 million, and we hit 27 million and the residents pass this, and at the 3-year mark, the Department of Revenue is going to send us another letter, and then something will have to involve you and also the city attorney's office. So we don't want to under forecast.
Right.
So I just am comfortable, again, if I can tell you about people purchasing and the economy, good, but I think that's a healthy number.
Okay, I just didn't know if we had an option of picking.
It's
number
4
of
years or the target financial number that you put there.
Whichever happens first, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Councilmember Cummings.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So what did you say we're currently collecting a month now?
$544,000 on average. And I say average because definitely during peak holiday seasons, we see more money, more revenue, school, summertime, and then we'll see a drop. So it's just, that's the average when we average the numbers from the municipal option sales tax.
Okay, 540,000 per month.
Yeah. 544,000 is the average that we receive from the state of Georgia per month.
Okay, thank you. I yield.
So, thank you for sharing that information and you all drafting the resolution. College Park did 4 years or $15 million, and in 18 months, they hit the 15 million. So they had to do another resolution to put another referendum on the ballot within the 4-year period. And then Hapeville, they just adopted their resolution July 15th, so they didn't hit, I'm sure they didn't hit their projected numbers. I think the number we were looking at was our T-Splosh numbers. Like we were trying to
That's correct.
use something to project on, but T-Splosh is collected throughout the entire county. So we knew we'd be higher, but that's the only safe number back then, not having any idea of what sales tax revenue was collected specifically in East Point, because the Department of Revenue doesn't keep it at that level. So that's how we ended up with the 43 million.
Yes.
And then the 544,000 at 48 months is 26,112,000. So 27 million would probably be too close to that.
Correct.
Which is why they're asking for 33 or 35. I think, either way, we should not have to come back to redo it again like College Park did. And they too did not have a number. And, they also have the airport. They have a lot of things. And so this time around, we have a better idea to make a more, a closer projection. So the Water Resources Director has indicated she's okay with 33 or 35 million. I do have one question as it relates to the referendum. It says to impose a tax. Do we say impose again, or do we say extend the imposition of?
No, it read the extension of the imposition.
Oh, I read the extension of the, okay. So we want to do 33 or 35? 35, her 235. 35, that's 335. 35. Councilmember Shropshire?
What do you feel comfortable with?
Between that, I'm good. Like I said, it's just hard. I think the economy, I think things are going to go up. So I do think we're projected, if it's passed again, that we're going to get more money than we have. And we're hovering right now with that trend over 4 years at the 27 million mark. So I just think in the next 4 years that I think that's comfortable.
So we're at the 27 million now,
Estimated, right now we're at 17 million.
17 million. So given what the economy is like today, based on who's in office now, that could go sideways.
It's possible.
So there's something to think about, because the economy might not go up. It might go down. I think 33 might be a comfortable number based on what's going on right now.
Yeah, I think that's the point well made. Also, in this last 4 years, we had COVID.
Yes.
So COVID hit in 2020. This was authorized in 2021, so we were still kind of getting through it. So the number may be conservative. There's no harm in doing 35 million.
No.
33 might also, we might not hit that, but I think it sounds like the consensus wants to go higher in the event there's a turn in the economy or inflation increases, like a number of things that we can't predict for. I mean, we don't know today, but it would ensure we wouldn't have to do another referendum before 4 years.
And since we put 43 million on there and we know we have hard numbers, I just don't see us meeting that target. So I don't think we should put that on there, definitely. Yes.
All right, is there a motion? And the motion should be to adopt. Councilmember Freeland.
So there, as you just said, there's no harm in over-projecting. It just looks like a larger number on the ballot.
Yes, and I didn't want to give that impression to residents that that's where we're going to get, because we don't know. It's just a projection. But since we have hard numbers and we're going into the 4th year, I don't think that we going to hit $40 million.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, I think it's the balancing act of making sure we project high enough, but also not giving residents sticker shock. Or they expect that that's actually the number we get, and we're substantially under it, so. The motion would be to adopt the resolution authorizing, most, do we have to read the whole title, or could it just be to adopt the resolution? Right. With a maximum revenue, is it a revenue number, is that what it's called? Okay. So a motion would be to adopt adopt the resolution authorizing the most referendum with the maximum amount of net proceeds of either 33, 35, whoever makes the motion. Councilmember Ziegler.
Madam Mayor, I make the motion to approve the resolution authorizing the most referendum. What were the words? With the maximum net proceeds not to exceed $35 million.
Been moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? For discussion? Or for aye? Oh. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Thank you so much. Then the next piece is the education piece. So around the discussion that came up as we were talking about this on Monday, we can educate, but we can't influence, and education could include the amounts and thermometers and things like that.
Yes, and I've already started putting a brochure together as to what we have accomplished as far as the miles of sewer line, the miles of water line, how much we have to go, and how that money would be utilized if the residents adopt it. Okay.
All right. We probably should put it on the September work session to discuss that piece of it, because we'll probably need to start educating around then. So September 8th, and I'm about to ask a question that I really hope is rhetorical. Any executive session items, I have to say it because it's on the agenda.
Before we do that, I have a question.
I'm
about
sorry, I didn't
education.
see it like Councilman Atkins.
Director Echevarria, as a part of the education, do you know if you're going to have perhaps a map of the city to be able to show where we have updated or replaced lines, and then what you project we will do with the new dollars in terms of where those places would be across the city?
Yes. So I'm excited. We have a GIS manager. He's awesome. His name is Taray Mohammed, and we are working diligently. So definitely, it's going to be colorful. I definitely want people to see what we're doing, what we have done. We're going to put the filters, the remodeling. We have pictures of all of the water mains that have been replaced, so I'm really excited. Definitely probably need to see if we can put that same map that we did several years ago and highlight the green areas that have been done versus the red areas that are still critical water and sewer lines throughout the city of East Point. So yes.
Thank you. I look forward to that.
Okay.
Yeah, and it might be helpful to know how much of a dent we put in the $326 million that we had when this was first authorized. I mean, every bit helps, but it will show that there's still much work to be done. Okay, rhetorically, do we have any executive session items, city attorney? City manager?
I have none.
Council? Motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor? Okay, well, now we got to get five together. All those in favor? All those opposed? Motion carries. We adjourn.